When I first came into dentistry, everything was so much easier. You went into practice, you treated people very well from a customer service and clinical standpoint, and then in my personal case, I joined everything in the community so that I could meet people, and the practice just grew. Most dentists had a very similar experience, but today we have more dentists in the profession. We have a declining number of new patients coming in, so one of the main principles that I share with my audiences when I lecture is that we have to do more with the patients we have, which means when they call, we have to schedule them, we have to get them in, better case presentation, and internal marketing to increase their referrals. There are 8 permanent game changers, and I won't go through all of them with you, but the first one was the 2008 recession. It opened the door for a lot of changes. The first one is that our patients, who are consumers, are saving more money, spending less money, and not buying as much as they used to. This is changing case acceptance, which is having a direct impact on practice revenue. Number 2, the number of dental schools opening will be almost 20 between 2004 and 2017. Whenever supply goes up and the supply of dentists has increased, then competition goes up, and most dentists are not really prepared to help their practices compete effectively. Number 3 is insurance reimbursements dropping around the country. We believe at Levin Group that all insurance will eventually drop to the PPO level. They won't all be PPOs, but they will drop to the PPO level, which means we're going to have to learn how to handle a higher volume with more efficiency and less stress, because I don't like to see dentists fatigued, and that's what's happening today. Another game changer is the expansion of what is referred to as corporate dentistry, or DSOs. DSO stands for Dental Support Organizations. We know that they're growing. They were 4% of dentists employed by DSOs in about 2005 and 6. Today it's about 11%, and we're projecting it'll be about 17% to 18% in the next 5 years. While DSOs are here, private practice is still alive and well, but the DSOs are becoming strong competition in the field. They are here to stay, and dentists need to understand how to compete effectively by running practices with excellent systems and excellent marketing. I could go on from there, but I think 2 other very important changes are the increase in student loan debt. The average student is currently coming out of school at a debt of $277,000 unless they go to one of the for-profit schools where they're coming out closer to $398,000 in debt. But because of the last game changer I'll mention, and a very important one, the number of associateships in dentistry has declined. And that last game changer is dentists are now working 8 to 10 years longer before they can retire. According to the Levin Group Data Center, the average dentist is now working, because they have to, until 70.1 years of age. Now, I think it's great if a dentist wants to be 70 or 75 and keep working, but not because they have to. So the game changers are why we need to change the way we practice today to be highly effective in creating careers that also have the financial rewards and benefits that dentists deserve for all the schooling and debt that they go through. Well, my vision for the future of dentistry is that dentists become trained as CEOs, that they learn the basic models of how to run a practice. Now, we're never going to have dental schools teaching that, and we should stop complaining about it, because dental schools have the same 4 years to teach a lot more clinical dentistry than they had in my 4 years when I went to school from 1978 to 1982. But based on that, dentists are going to have to access knowledge to learn to run highly efficient businesses. The knowledge is available. There are best models that they can learn from companies like Levin Group and others who understand the systems, the marketing, the scripting, and the targets, and be able to monitor day by day and week by week the performance level of the practice. I think we're going to see a lot more digital and metric-driven information, helping dentists do a better job of operating their practices and training office managers and other staff to perform at the highest level of their potential. In the next 10 years, our mission and vision at Levin Group is to increase the number of dentists that we are able to help. That's part of our mission of improving the lives of dentists. We also are taking a very serious position on helping dentists with personal financial management so that they are able to create a lifetime financial program that allows them to retire at a reasonable age. We want to always bring the most leading edge and innovative business world techniques. We're not copying what's being taught in dental today, because that'll be outdated in 2 or 3 years, but we're looking at institutions like the Harvard Business School for the best information and the best minds thinking about what businesses can do to be innovative, to be strong, and to do what I call bulletproofing the practice to guarantee an excellent future for dentists. We know at Levin Group, and this should be heartening to many dentists, that almost every practice in the country has a 30 to 50% growth potential in production. And while that may sound like a lot, we have many clients achieving that. We have data behind that. We now know that over 20 years we can add $8 to $10 million in revenue for many dentists. My vision is to help as many dentists as possible in the United States and worldwide access that potential. Well, I'm a general dentist, and actually a third-generation general dentist, and I graduated from University of Maryland School of Dentistry in 1982. And very quickly I realized the importance of understanding more about the business of dentistry. As I did that, I fell completely in love with the subject of practice management, began studying it, and shortly thereafter I launched a consulting firm that today has grown into Levin Group, the largest dental management consulting firm in the industry. Dentistry's changed dramatically in the last 7 years versus the last 40 years, much more in the last 7. Part of it is that we have an increasing supply of dentists due to the increase in the number of dental schools, a decline in many areas in insurance reimbursements, which means that we're treating patients at a lower fee level. Number 3 is that more patients are coming into the practices but not accepting the same level of treatment, fewer new patients coming into the profession, and a lower demand for dental services. And this is all from the Levin Group Data Center, one of the largest data collectors in the industry. Based on that, dentists are working at a slightly higher volume to maintain revenues and really need to understand the essence of how to run a business today. My mission in 1985 when I founded Levin Group, and I'm so proud of the almost 150 employees that work in our company dedicated to our mission, because our mission is essentially improving the lives of dentists. And that mission has not changed in the last 30 years. February this month at the Chicago Midwinter is our 30th anniversary, and it's much more than me. I'm the speaker and I'm a lot of the outside voice, but we have phenomenal people and consultants who have made this company what it is today, and without them we wouldn't be helping as many people as we currently help.